Hi everyone, welcome back to Her Homeostasis. This video is going to be about my experience as a female with type 1 diabetes and exercise. And I have a controversial opinion about that, but before I get into it, I want to say a quick disclaimer that I'm not a medical professional. I'm not qualified to give medical advice. Please don't take anything I say as medical advice. Please always talk to your medical team before making any medical or lifestyle changes. Okay, so I hear a lot about how the menstrual cycle, or about how exercise can help with the menstrual cycle fluctuations. So I want to give some background. So I have had type 1 diabetes for 31 years, and I have been running for 24 years, and I ran a marathon in 2018. So in my experience, yes, especially aerobic endurance exercise does reduce my insulin requirements a lot. When I trained for the marathon, I was taking about half of the amount of insulin that I had been taking before I started training for the marathon. But even when I was training for the marathon, I still had to increase my insulin a little bit before my period and decrease it a little bit after. So I still had that mental burden of trying to considering where I was in my menstrual cycle to determine how much insulin to take. So that variable was still there, and then the exercise was just another variable that I had to think about how that was reducing my insulin requirements. So it was just the exercise was just a variable added on top. It didn't remove the variable of the menstrual cycle, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have that menstrual cycle variable in my insulin dosage calculations until I go through menopause. But I think that this is important to talk about because although exercise I can see how it's beneficial for my type 1 diabetes, it doesn't negate the fact that the menstrual cycle is a mental burden, for me at least. And I think that diabetes tech companies can be doing more to help women. They can be, for example, factor in the menstrual cycle when in their data visualizations. For example, CGMs can show the menstrual cycle and line that up, menstrual cycle graphs with the blood glucose graphs, for example. That can be done. The menstrual cycle can be factored in these algorithms for the insulin pumps. There's more that we can be doing, and the medical field in general can be just acknowledging that this is a factor more, because in my experience, I don't really see anyone acknowledging this unless maybe I bring it up. And so when I hear oh, just exercise more, I feel like that is not, for me, it's not super helpful. And so I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention in case someone can hear this and help make a difference. So thank you, and please check out the longer form video in the link below. Peace out.